In this tutorial, we'll cover how to access this time series, which is the Darwin versus the Euro-dollar volatility. This data is available inside the avg_leverage file in any Darwin's FTP root directory. Let's first examine the structure and then decide how to process it. To access this file again, we'll call our getDataFromFTP function and pass in the ticker symbol. For consistency, we'll stick with NTI as we have in previous tutorials. Pass in avg_leverage to reference the file name that we'd like to retrieve, and set the last argument to false as we do not want to post-process this data into a data frame. And out comes the data. Inside this data, the structure is fairly straightforward. You have your first value as the Unix millisecond timestamp, your second value as the D periods accumulated up until that point in time, and lastly, the value inside the list brackets is your Darwin versus Euro-dollar volatility. Processing this is fairly straightforward, and we've written a function for you to that effect. It's very simply get Darwin versus Euro-dollar volatility, pass in the ticker symbol for the Darwin, and voila, you have the Darwin versus Euro-dollar volatility plotted for you, as well as output as a data frame that contains the D period evolution over time, timestamps converted to human readable date times, and the Darwin versus Euro-dollar volatility. Let's take a look at the function that results in this activity, and it's very simple. We simply access the file, we run it through a function called getAnalytics that encapsulates all the information, all the logic to do with connecting via FTP, downloading the file, post-processing the file, and finally we construct a data frame and output that data frame to the user calling the function. If plot is set to true, then this graphic is produced for you, which is representative of the Darwin's volatility over time, similar to the graphic you see on the platform. In future tutorials, we're going to cover additional metrics such as rotation, trades, market correlation, loss aversion, unadjusted VAR, badges, etc., investment attributes, as well as the remainder of the subset of data available to us via the FTP server. See you in the next tutorial. As always, if you enjoyed this presentation, please do consider sharing it with your social networks, colleagues, co-workers, and friends. And do subscribe to the Darwinex YouTube channel so you remain up to date with all future videos that will be released in this series and other topics discussed on Darwinex. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.